I've been chasing texture on wine glasses for a while, and I've done a couple of experiments with UV resin, curing UV resin on wine glasses with a UV resin curing light. And this is my second go at it, and I really think I'm onto something. I really do think I'm onto something. So, so watch the video and see how I made these. I think I'm really, really getting closer to, I think I'm, I think I'm onto something. All right, so let's do a little refresher on putting the glasses on the turner. So I have a piece of white pool noodle from the Dollar Tree that I've cut, and then I've cut another piece kind of in half lengthwise like this that I just used to sandwich in between, and then I'm gonna stuff that whole thing inside my glass because this is not big enough to fit in the glass, and then it's all cattywampus on the turner arm. But using really two pieces, one piece cut in half makes it fit just right, and then the glass turns fairly straight. So I'm gonna make two glasses the same way today, and I'm gonna do the same, just repeat. Just like that. All right, so now I need to clean my glasses. Just gonna use alcohol and a paper towel. I always do this after I've put them on the turner arm because if you're not wearing gloves, you're gonna get your fingerprints and greasy, just greasy fingerprints all over. All right, silicone mat underneath just to catch any drips whatsoever. So you're gonna need UV resin, either a UV resin that's already colored or a clear UV resin that you have colored yourself. I'm going to use colored resin that I already have. And then you need a UV resin curing lamp. I'm going to use this one from Let's Resin. You can also use a UV resin flashlight if you want. So the method I want to try today, I was experimenting with it right after I filmed the video where I did the UV resin around the glasses. And that video is linked right up here, somewhere up here. I'll link to it, okay? So this method, I was experimenting with it after I did that video. I didn't film it because it was just kind of a, oops, I'll peel that off. It was just kind of an afterthought, so I didn't film it, but I want to try it again. So what you're going to need, like I said, is your UV resin curing lamp, either a lamp like this one from Let's Resin or a UV resin flashlight. I find it easier to use this, honestly. And then you need UV resin, either colored UV resin that's already colored, or you can take regular UV resin and color it yourself. So, what I want to try doing is, and I have all kinds of UV resins here from Lightwish and also Jade Diction, and this one is really sticky. I don't know what's going on with that, but I want to try taking yellow and maybe orange. There's an orange red, there's pink, there's another yellow. Some of these are glow in the dark and some of these are regular. I'm going to see if I can do some blending of the colors. I don't know. So you are along for the ride. I'm going to get you a little closer up so you can kind of see what I'm doing a little bit better. And we're just going to kind of play around together. So I'm turning the glass. I'm not going to turn my turner arm. I'm going to manipulate the glass by hand. And I'm not turning the turner arm. I'm turning the glass that's on the pool noodle. And the pool noodle is loose enough on the turner arm where I can turn it, okay? Because I want to be able to control the flow of this resin. So I'm going to use this orange red, and then this is the glow in the dark yellow, but I'm not using it because it's glow in the dark. I'm just using it because it's yellow. And I'm going to try variegating a little bit. I wish I had a red. I have pink, green, pink, blue, purple, blue. Ooh, deep red. Okay, we're going to use that. So it's going to be kind of a combination. These have been sitting a while, so I don't know if they need to be shaken or not. But we're going to see. I'm going to open up deep red, orange red. I'm going to open all these because I'm going to just kind of play around and see if I can blend the colors. The trick that I found is really letting it kind of drip on its own. So you really want to get a lot on there and then just kind of let it drip. But you need to watch it that it's not going to drip on your mat. Do you see how it's just kind of, you need to put enough on there where it flows on its own, but it's not going to drip. And then you kind of need to watch both sides. And if it drips, then so be it. But see how it's dripping? Oh, I don't know if I just got a drip there. That is a really pretty blended color. So we are moving this glass kind of fast. And we sort of need to keep it turning, just like this. You can turn it this way too. So let's just keep turning it. See, the turner arm, yeah, I could turn it on, but the turner arm itself just moves so slow. It just moves so slow that I need it to kind of move a little faster than that. So that's why, oh, see, I just got a good drip on the mat there. I don't want it to drip anymore. I might need to go ahead and cure this, but I'm trying to get it like one more good drip before I put the lamp on it. So see how it's really blending. So nice. So nice. I'm turning this kind of fast. And I do have some drips on the mat. I'm trying to catch them. It's a little tough. So I am turning it by hand because I need it to move a little faster than what it's turning on the turner if I were to do that. Y'all, I had to mute that whole previous section because the daggum pool noodle got stuck onto the turner arm, and I was saying a few choice words that a sailor would have been very proud of. I thought I was going to have to scrap this, and this whole video was going to end up in the bloopers reel, but I saved it. I was able, excuse me, I was able to grab my UV curing lamp, and I saved the glass. Okay, so I need to fix this real quick. I think the problem is this piece of tape that I set on here to keep the pool noodle tight. It's wanting to catch. I don't really need gloves, but I'm gonna leave them on there anyway. I peeled the tape off, put the pool noodle back on, and we are back in business. And I flipped the turner around so the glasses were on the left side so I could turn with my left hand and be able to work the UV resin bottle with my right hand. Okay, so that works a little bit better. I can turn it with this hand and then be able to put the UV resin on with my other hand. So I actually really like that. I think I need a little bit more on there. So I'm going to keep going with the reds and oranges and yellows on here, and then I'm going to do a matching set. So let's just continue on. Trying to catch the drip as it runs. But look how pretty that is. And I'm really using a variety. I'm using yellow, I'm using this deep red, and then I'm using the orange. And if it drips on my mat, then so be it. I'm not going to stress out about that because that's going to happen. So that's why I'm trying to move it some. You want to keep it moving to avoid any kind of big drips, but you're going to have drips. That's sort of inevitable. Get some yellow in there. And then when you feel like you're in a good spot, then you get your curing lamp in there. I'm trying to keep it turning here. There we go. You might get some unpredictable results, but it's super cool. And the nice thing about the drips is that, you know, the drips are going to harden up, but the drips are going to be really, really pretty. So the drips I can end up using, I'll be able to end up using for something else. In a piece of jewelry, well, not a piece of jewelry, but like maybe a turtle or a coaster or something cool like that. These colors are really, really pretty together. Okay, I'm going to go in with one more band, and then I'm probably going to let it sit under the lamp for a little while. And let it continue curing for a little bit. That is really pretty. That I am loving. I am really loving that. Oh my gosh. All right, let's let this cure. We're just sort of doing a tack, almost like a tack cure right now. And this is getting the resin where it's not wanting to run anymore. And it's a little wrinkly right there because it was curing as I was turning it. All right, that's tacky. So now I need to do a second glass because I always like to do a matching set. So let's get this one. And I'm going to do the same thing. Now, see, I do have some drips, but not much. All right, so that is really pretty. It probably, the more I work with it, I could probably really get it to smooth out a little bit more. And not be so chunky. If that makes sense. There we go. I really need to get something, try to get it right there. Come on. Trying to get them to meet, but it's not wanting to happen. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get that under the lamp. I just want it slightly tacky. You know, definitely the more I work with this technique, I'm going to get better at it for sure. But this is an experiment that you guys are along for the ride. Really wanting to watch that drip. And then I'm going to add to it. I think that might work better. So kind of add to that long drip. But then I'm also keeping an eye on this back side too, because I want to keep an eye on it so it doesn't drip. And see, I just got a great big one down there. Feel like I'm really getting some cool colors, cool blending. There's some good bubbles in there. I wonder if I poured the resin a little faster out, what would that do? I don't know. Like, I don't know if that would help me or not. Let's just try some things. And that may work out a little bit better. Just bigger chunks of color, like bigger pores. And what I'm trying to do is on the back side, I'm trying to catch the drip as it goes around the glass. And I know you can't really see it because you're on the like the wrong side of it. It's kind of hard for me to show it on this glass, but it's almost like I'm stopping the glass and it's sort of catching the drip on the bottom end or the bottom edge, and then I'm able to catch it and kind of flip it up. And I think I like that. I'm going to go ahead and cure that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn my arms on and let these cure under the lamp. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this. I'm going to move the silicone mat. These are cured. And I'm going to set my lamp upside down underneath. And they're going to cure that way. No, I really love these. Really, really love how the colors blended together. I really, really love how the colors blended together. So these are just really a lot more simple, and not as, obviously not as detailed as what I normally do. It's just a little bit different. So I'm going to clean up a couple of little spots with my X-Acto knife. And I think I'm going to go ahead and take these outside. They feel firm, but I'm going to take them outside and let them cure in the sun. I did an experiment with regular resin to see if I could recreate the bands, but you can see the colors all blend together. And even with the fast set, the resin just doesn't cure fast enough. So if color separation in the resin bands is what you want, UV is the way to go. I don't think that I am going to do anything else to these other than clean them up. I don't think that I need a top coat, honestly. I'm gonna keep these for myself. So I'm gonna do a test to if I need a top coat or not. If they do fine without a top coat, then so be it. But I love them. Absolutely love them. Good one-day project. So let me know what you think. Is this a keeper? All right, make it a crafty day, friends. Bye.